Boy, do I have one hell of a Lost 45 coming up for you right now. I want to talk to you about at number, let me bring that up for you real quick. Billboard's Hot 100, November 25th, 1972. In heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here by a group called Clean Living. Clean Living did that song. I didn't know who did this record. I remember back in the fall of 1972, local top 40 station, 1230 WTBC, they played a commercial which featured the record, the refrain from that record, and I didn't know who did it. It was Clean Living, though, who did that record. I don't know anything about Clean Living. Could not find anything on them on Wikipedia, so I had to search indirectly for some information. First off, the song was written, it was originally a music score for a film that came out back in 1956, 1957. And there was a fellow, his name was Maynard Solomon. He produced this record, Maynard Solomon of Vanguard Records. Maynard Solomon, probably mispronounced his last name, he co-founded Vanguard Records with his brother. I forgot to write his brother's name down. Seymour, his brother Seymour. He and his brother Seymour, they founded Vanguard Records in 1950. Their first big signing was the Weavers. Then in 1959, Maynard Solomon made a big discovery. He signed Joan Baez to the Vanguard record label. She was with Vanguard for about 12 years. The Rooftop Singers, Walk Right In. Remember that song from 1963? Well, Rooftop Singers, they recorded that song for the Vanguard label. Another success, relatively speaking, for Vanguard Records was Country Joe and the Fish. Remember them? Back in the late 60s. They performed at I believe they performed at Monterey and they performed at Woodstock. They performed either at one or two of those festivals for sure. Country Joe and the Fish. They never had a real big hit per se, not a top 40 hit. They weren't top 40, but they were very popular in California. A lot of hippies. They were really into Country Joe and the Fish. It's a cool band, but. He produced this record though. Maynard Solomon produced this record by Clean Living. In heaven there is no beer. It was popular on some of the radio stations across the country. I just don't know if WTBC actually played that. I do remember they played it, they used the song in a commercial. But anyway, let's go into the chart action on this record. Up to number 62, up 5 from 67 the previous week, November 25th, 1962. It peaked at number 49. But get this, despite peaking at number 49, it was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 3 months, 12 weeks. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. Clean Living.